I'm ready, man. I am ready. The ZergLord eggs. We pretty much followed eggs all day long here. This is the tournament we deserve.
Yep, this is where it all comes down to the wire. We've been building up to this moment. Eggs is in the qualifying match. The ZergLord is in the qualifying matches. The ZvZ. They're both such good players. We've seen them so often on this channel. We've casted them so often, and now there can only be one.
There can be only one Zerg to represent Latin America, at least out of this part. Yeah. You might have two Zergs qualify, which would be kind of cool.
Definitely.
And ZvZ is... I honestly kind of like this because I'm more familiar with the ZvZ. I know what's going on at least a little bit. And both of these players are just so freaking sick. Speaking of sick... Spawning right here in the top right-hand corner. He's representing Colombia. He's the final Colombian player in all of Latin America that has a chance at qualifying. He's playing for Cosmos Esports. And I think he has the ability to pull it off here and take the spot. The qualifier, give him your energy. It's none other than eGGz.
He's basically Chilean.
Yeah, basically. Chilean.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Team The Bad. It is the ZergLord.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm a little bit surprised. This is the first time we're casting, I believe, a Brazilian today. And we finally get to see that clan tag.
Yeah, about time. I missed that one. We usually see it every day in our normal castings.
Yeah, it's great. It's beautiful. It's everything right in the world.
Yeah, this tournament really made me feel like we're back at home, back in the swing of things. Even though this is a tournament unlike any other tournament we've ever casted before.
Yep, yeah, definitely. Like
there's a new one.
There's a lot on the line here.
It's all on the line right here in this game. It is ridiculous.
Pretty much. I only just now realized. So when it comes to the C stuff, like we casted all of the C qualifiers, and for a lot of them we were the only English class as well.
Really?
Yeah. But for the main event, they are doing it in-house, like ESL Australia. They're taking care of it with Pig and the likes of those casters. When it comes,
I don't know the other guy's name.
The
likes of those, whoever that guy was.
he was the CSGO caster, fun fact. But when it
not cool.
Yeah, when it comes to the other...
StarCraft casters can't be anything but StarCraft casters.
Right? When it comes to the other regions, it's not done by ESL Australia, it's done by ESL proper, really? And we maybe there's an opportunity for us to do the main events. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
That would be nice. That would be sick.
It would be sick. It'd be pretty sick. I'd be all over this. If we could at least just the Latin American one, right? Like if we could get into that.
If we get at least Latin America, that would be great. But here we go. There's more links here for the ZergLord. This might actually do some damage here.
Yeah, I mean, the queens, they are moving out. They're a little bit out of position. I do like how eGGz is sending one of them back home. That's probably the right call.
Yeah, safety queen, yeah. Also, he needs to inject some more.
Yeah.
He's sending both queens back now. He's confident in his defense here.
Yeah, he knows that he's fine. Meanwhile,
yeah, link speed will finish before that any damage is done.
Yeah, and so far we have like mirrored builds, mirrored openers.
So right now, 12 links coming out here for the ZergLord.
Yeah, and a bunch of links were coming out for eGGz as well.
Oh my god. We're going to start this off with the link bane back and forth, all in pretty much here from both sides. The ZergLord going with another 16 lings. The ZergLord seems to be the aggressor here.
Oh yeah, he was banking his lings, and now it's the moment to flood across the map. But eGGz did spot them with his own lings, so he is morphing in Bane links at her. Oh, actually, in the middle of the map. This may be the wrong call.
Geez.
Oh god.
He needs to wall off, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, try and defend with Banes.
There are Banes being morphed at home.
2. Okay. 2 offensively and 2 defensively is a good call. Oh my god, there's a lot defensively here for the ZergLord.
Yeah,
Maybe too many.
Oh god. Okay, and on the other side they do defend. So both players, you know, they're on point.
Uh-oh. Sinner's down one game right now.
Against Bayrada? What?
Yeah.
What?
How is that possible?
Sinner, please. Oh god, we could see another upset there in the other series, in the other matchup. Meanwhile, here, like both players, they went Ling Bane. They tried to deny each other's third bases, but their Bane control has been on point so far. But finally, the Banelings are here for the ZergLord.
Oh, that could have been such a huge one for the ZergLord, but he didn't activate in time. And now there's so many Banelings next to each other. How is this going to turn out? I do not know. I don't think anybody knows.
And in the
Not
end,
even the players.
The players don't even know. In the end, they just fend each other off, and they just, yeah, they're getting their third bases. Things are kind of settling down a little bit. I'm saying that, but 22 Lings are on the way for eGGz. Meanwhile, Roach. Yeah,
there's a lot there for the ZergLord. They're just pumping out Lings. No one's really droning from the third base. They both only have like a couple Lings on their third. Yeah, there are a couple drones, I mean.
And this is what I would expect in a ZvZ between these two players, as they're just going full on Ling Bane right now, trying to trade as best they can. So far, I don't think anyone's messed up with their Ling Bane control. I don't think we've seen like a big connection quite yet.
That was honestly very respectable from both players, that neither of them lost anything huge.
Yeah, like especially since they were doing that at the same time on both sides of the map, right? Like in the beginning, like there were Lings all over the place.
Yeah, that's something to think about. They were microing the Ling Bane battle on two different fronts. And neither took a single game-changing loss.
Yeah. That could change here, as we do have a couple of Banes. We do have more Lings flooding in for eGGz.
He went and got one worker, I think. That was cool. Oh, Banes are here.
Oh, God.
Who called in the Banes?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It's a big flood of Banes. They're going to take all these workers out. That's going to be a game changer here. If he can get him. No, he actually got out with all the drones.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And the reason
he
why
got
this
out
happened,
with the drones.
like the ZergLord is ahead in workers, like he droned up.
Oh my god. This base is gonna go down though. I don't think he can save it.
Oh yeah.
That's huge. The third is gone. And it was kind of weird just watching that the clan tag just slowly faded away out of the air. I never really looked at that when a base dies.
Yeah, the clan tag
picture.
Oh, wait, he even
fades
gets a
away.
Ravager.
God. Wow, but this is a huge roach army, and the ZergLord I think is gonna have to not max out, but just pump these roaches out and go across the map. As soon as roach speed is done, I think you'll have to go for it.
Yeah, definitely. The ZergLord, he was ahead in workers when all that started. That's why he had so many less Banelings and Lings to defend. And in the end, eGGz was able to kill that third base. The ZergLord is ahead in roaches. eGGz, he's starting his own roach count, but he's a little bit far behind. But he's ahead in bases, which means he'll be able to get more roaches.
And he has the spine crawler down there for defense in his third base. So his third base shouldn't go down. And then he's got these Lings running around the map causing trouble as his roach count goes up. As he's getting 13 roaches out right now.
Yeah, and it looks like, here we go, the ZergLord is already across the map looking to push in. But defensively, like, eGGz may have enough.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
The army is the army supply is in favor of eGGz here.
Yeah, definitely. So the ZergLord, he's struggling right now. He needs to find some kind of economic damage. He needs to find something. And so far, eGGz is just not letting him.
Yeah, it's looking rough here. eGGz can probably just go across the map and win this here.
Oh, he could as... Oh my god, is he going to get the base again?
If he gets it again, that's it.
Oh my god.
He can get it. He can get it if he tries, but he went for a worker and got out of there. Now he's going to try and go into the main, noticing that the queen is out of position. The wall is open. The floodgates of hell are open, and now some damage is going to be done here. He's going to have to retreat with some of his units there at the same time. eGGz is going home with his roaches. I thought he was going to push in.
Yeah, same. I was expecting the two-pronged attack, but he does spot that all the roaches are here for the ZergLord, so he respects that. He backs off, and instead he's just getting more ahead. You know, he's waiting for his upgrades. He's completely droned up on 3 bases as well. Like, eGGz, he's looking so solid right now. The ZergLord, he has to catch up. And yeah, we'll see how he does it, because at the moment, when it's just Roach Ravager against Roach Ravager in a mirror matchup, it's so difficult to do that once you're behind.
Yeah,
it's kind of comes down to positioning, really.
Yeah, honestly, and with a couple Ravagers morphed in here, Eggs on the defense, I think he should be able to win it here. Oh, that was big.
Ooh.
That was expensive.
Yeah.
And I also feel like, I don't know, somebody should have gone into Lurkers. I mean, Mutas.
Mutas would have been nice as well. I think that would have been a way to come back into this if the ZergLord went for Spire behind this.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. And yeah, they're kind of posturing each other. And, oh no!
He's going to get the base.
Wow.
That's got to be game. Eggs has so much more army. He's been mining for longer. He has more workers. He's been mining off free base like half this game.
Yeah, and he's maxed out. He's basically just dismantled his opponent, just continuing to hinder the economy for the ZergLord, and now he's pushing in. To be fair,
unless he takes the worst engagement ever, he's not going to lose.
Yeah, that's what it's about. It's about that engagement and how, like, the concave for the Brazilian Zerg, but
with Corrosive Biles, it's not enough. Yeah. He's just eating the Corrosive Biles. Ooh. They're both eating them, and Eggs can afford to eat more. And GG, Eggs takes game number 1, and we're getting into this ball game now. Best of 5 series though, so he does have multiple chances to come back. You know, there's just not much cheese that you can come up with as a Zerg to do something crazy here, other than like a very fast Ling Flood, or I don't know. Maybe we can see him take like a, I don't know, a rich Vespian Geyser. Maybe someone picks Golden Wall.
Yeah. I mean, when this series started, like, it was really close, like, with their Ling Bane, but eventually, like, this is the problem with ZvZ that I find. Like, the first person to drone up a little bit too much is at a disadvantage, because then you don't have the army and things kind of swing in their favor. And Eggs, like, when that happened, the ZergLord was up 10 drones to Eggs, but because of that, he just couldn't hold on to his third base. It was just
he lost his base. I think he made the transition into Roaches too quick, because the base went down while he was trying to get Roaches, and he didn't have any defense at his third base.
Yeah.
You got to get the defense for your third base before you go Roaches. Like, he needed some Banelings and not Roaches, Banelings and Lings at the third base for defense. Even the Spine Crawler, I mean, would have been helpful.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same
thing.
He's
like, I'm just gonna sit here and just go right into Roaches, and hopefully, with my fingers crossed, I'll get Roaches out before he attacks my third base. But nope, he attacked the third base.
Yeah. Like, we even saw Eggs, even though he wasn't being pressured as much, like, he had a Spine at his third, right? Like, just in case, you know, like, you want to hold on to that economy, and that's something that the ZergLord just didn't do on his end. So we'll see if he's able to bring back, to tighten up a little bit, maybe not be as greedy, maybe respect his opponent a little bit more, and not get caught in that transition as we get into game number 2.
I am excited.
Bear in mind, this is a best of 5.
Yeah, it's a best of 5, so this is just game number 2 here. And we are on Eternal Empire LE, playing for Cosmos Esports in the top right-hand corner. It is the Colombian player. We all know and love him. He goes by the name of Eggs.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Team The Bad. It is the ZergLord.
The ZergLord with the bad, and he is the Zerg in the bottom left-hand corner. ZvZ.
In the Brazil.
In the Brazil, yeah, representing the Brazil.
There you go.
Let's see how this turns out. Oh,
yeah, and so something interesting, as both players they're going for similar builds. I think the gases are mistimed a little bit faster there for Eggs, which is interesting. But something that I just realized, something that has come upon me is that we could end up in a situation where there are no Brazilians in the main event.
Yeah, no one's really qualified from Brazil yet, huh?
Yeah, like
we had Chile and who else? Oh, Chile and Mexico.
Yeah, like the more I think about it, like going into
Darkness
this, yeah, going into this, Eric to me was kind of a given. Like, oh yeah, he'll make it through. He'll rep his country.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is huge that Eric is out. Eric was supposed to just be the given.
Yeah. And
like that was, and he didn't make it in the first one. I was like, okay, that was weird, but second one's all him. Cham's gone. A lot of the crazy players are gone. This is all Eric. He's gonna make it. And now he's out, and he's got one more freaking chance. Yeah. That's it.
And imagine if something happens like Eric, he comes in to qualifier number 3, first round, pocket mic.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Something bad could happen here very easily, as we've seen in these brackets and the way the seeding has turned out in some of these events. It could fare bad. Seeding is everything here. Yeah,
definitely. Like, again, we were talking about it. The upper half of the bracket, it did seem like the easier half. Like a lot of heavy hitters were here in the bottom half, and they all just took each other out.
Yeah. Imagine Jim Rising versus Eric in round 1 or something. Jim Rising wouldn't even be in the tournament right now, probably.
Yeah. Like, oh my god. But yeah, the way things have turned out, it is definitely possible that we won't see any Brazilians make it through, which is crazy to me.
That'd be kind of sad, yeah. Because Brazil is one of the places that like they show out the most for StarCraft in Latin American scene. They even got like a bunch of good clans just for Brazilian players.
Yeah, and TheZergLord.
I think like Death Zone Gaming is one.
Yeah, Death Zone Gaming.
Isn't the bad clan? Yeah, they're all Brazilian.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Portuguese casters in these tournaments anymore if that happens. They ain't gonna want to cast.
Oh boy, and yeah, so far, like both players, they've gone for the same openers. They're getting their third bases up. They're getting their banelings up, baneling nests up as well. So yeah, kind of similar to last game, except of course the rush distance is a lot longer. We are on Eternal Empire, so could end up in a long one.
Yeah, the only difference I see here is eGGz has 2 drones on his gas, and TheZergLord has 3 drones on his gas. So maybe he can get. Oh, he just put 3 on. Never mind. I say maybe he has a little bit more gas.
Yeah.
For Banes, but oh my God. Oh, this is bad.
Oh.
He's gonna zone the Banes out. He's actually taking the Banes out one by one. Oh, 2 Banes hit 2 Banes, which is really good for eGGz because eGGz's Banes were going to go down regardless. They were already low on health, and they can't really waddle home. There's 2 more from this side, and he's not going to get any damage done.
Yeah, lovely split there.
Oh, wow. What splits?
Yeah,
How do you even?
That was insanely good that he was able to split his army as the army here was pushing into his third base. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kelazar. TurboQuack was saying Kelazar is invited to the main event.
True. We do have Kelazar. Yeah. He may be the lone Brazilian there in the main events. So
we will have 1 Brazilian, but no Brazilian will be qualifying from this tournament, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try tomorrow again. Like it's huge if Eric doesn't make it through. But oh my god, the Leans make it in.
Uh-oh. They're going straight for workers, and did they get 1, maybe 2? They got 2. And that's not too bad here. TheZergLord, I'm sorry, going for double gas now, and roaches. eGGz already has 12 roaches on the way. If eGGz goes across the map right now with his roaches, he might be able to shut it down right here and end the game.
Yeah, something that I just realized.
And a link flood.
Oh
no.
I don't know if you noticed, eGGz, he is down by like 20 workers. Like he has not been droning at all. At all. Yeah.
And that's why he's applying so much pressure on the other side of the map. TheZergLord really hasn't had an opportunity to go and see that side of the map and how many drones are on the third base. And now he's feeling it, and he knows something's coming. He gets 3 more gases, doesn't even saturate him. There he goes. And he's going to have to just pump out roaches right now.
Oh my god. This could just be like the previous game where the TheZergLord is focusing too much on his economy, and now the roaches are here. What is there to defend?
Nothing at all. 9 roaches are going to come out, a spine crawler. But there's so many Banes and Lings here. The Banes are going to hit the workers. Oh, no, these workers can't go home. These workers are all going to die. That's it. That's the game. Game number 2 is going to go to eGGz. I don't see any win here. He needs to take out the Roach Warren.
Yeah, the spines are going to go down. The roaches are trickling in for the TheZergLord, but are in such small number.
It's just not enough. he was not scouting. He didn't see the lack of drones. He didn't see the roaches coming until it was too late. And now eGGz is going to be the victor here. He's even pulling the boys.
Yeah, it looks
he already lost so many workers. If he loses another 3 or 4, there's no coming back at all.
Exactly. It looks like the ZergLord may be able to hold on, but he lost so many workers there. And yeah, the Lings are fighting in as well. He's just going to push on through.
Yeah, the Lings kind of negate the fact that the roaches can shoot. Because the Lings force out a melee attack.
Yeah, and more reinforcements are flooding across the map. Everything is going to get surrounded. The Roach Warren is vulnerable, and
that's just it right there. The drones are being pulled. The ZergLord taking in his loss, maybe mentally preparing for the next game. And even with this very slow, long hold, I don't think there's much he can do here.
Exactly, like he's down in workers, and again, like he does end up holding. Like the reinforcements slowly were able to manage a defense, but he's just taken so much damage, and
so many workers have gone down. He does have, I mean, I don't know, he's got 3 bases and he's down 10 workers. It's not, or less than 10 workers. It's not the super end of the world, but the man's not doing good right now.
Yeah. So to be fair, like the ZergLord, he's not too far behind in workers. Like he's actually droning up. So he will be able to catch up. They are on equal bases, and eGGz, because he was all in. He had to deal game-ending damage, and he almost did. So we're getting to a stage where like we're kind of even.
Also, if the ZergLord, I don't think he knows this, but he has an upgrade advantage right now. eGGz is just now starting his Roach +1 attack, so. If the ZergLord creates a big army and goes across the map right now, he can probably win.
Oh yeah.
He's got about like 1 minute to finish this off here.
Yeah, it's just it's so difficult because if he moves out, like the third base has such low health that it'll probably get sniped, and it looks like he wants to get into a longer game.
Sinner was defeated. 2-1.
What
is going on? Day 3 is going to be a crazy show.
Bayrada takes out Sinner. Oh my god. What is happening?
Wow. And he's gonna get to third base again. This is just like game number 1. No way. He's got to go across for attack. He's got to go for the attack.
He needs to be like the Stan. He needs to pull the trigger, right? Like in this situation, like you can't.
He's got roach speed now. He's got roach speed and the attack upgrade. He needs to go now, but he doesn't know that. He's also supply blocked. Now he's not supply blocked. He's going. He needs to go now. Unfortunately, he waited so long that eGGz will have the upgrade even. The upgrades will be even, but he will have roach speed on his opponent, which could fare well in the micro capability here.
Yeah, like, oh my god, there was definitely a really big window there where the ZergLord had that advantage, that upgrade advantage, but now that's gone. He's down in Ravagers, and that gap in army supply is also getting bigger as well.
Oh my god. He's going for the throat kill. He needs to go for the third base. If he goes into that choke point, Ravagers is going to rip him apart. These Ravagers might get caught out in the open.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This might be the final battle of this game. Game number 2. Here we go. The micro is coming out. Speed is still not done for eGGz. He's going to break off some of his army and try and go in with the multi-prong harass.
Yeah.
And I think eGGz is on point with it here. He has the Overlords in position to see it.
Exactly. Like I feel like
he's going to try and be the aggressor now, I think.
The longer this goes on, oh god, the better it is for eGGz. Like the ZergLord, he's taking too long to try and make something happen. He's trying to find an angle, but oh my god, he even tried to deny the upgrade, but the upgrade already finished. Like that
was actually a good move there, but they are even in workers now. The only thing is eGGz has 99 army supply and the ZergLord does not. eGGz is going out across the map. The ZergLord is going to try and take out this third base, and there might be a base trade in which I believe eGGz should win this here. What is eGGz response here? How much army's at home? Spire coming up. No. eGGz is going home, and it's going to buy time for the ZergLord to get the Spire out. No, and he already took out the third base. Oh my god, this is bad for eGGz. But also, there might be too many roaches for the Spire to come into play.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's going to deny +2.
If the ZergLord defends at home and the Mutalisks come out, like it could be it for eGGz. Oh, he's focusing on the Roach Warren as well.
Oh my god. And that's crazy because, yeah, the Roaches is the only thing that could kill him here. It's just going to force eGGz into Hydras, into his own Spire. It's not going to matter. The Spire is going to be done here in the next 10 seconds for the ZergLord. and then the transition will come out. All he has to do is hold right here, keep the army of eggs from defeating him. And I don't know if he can hold right here.
Exactly.
I don't know if it's enough. He's making 18 lings to defend here. By time until the mutas come out.
Yeah,
is it enough?
The Spire isn't even done yet, and the game may not even go that long as all the
Oh my god, GG! It is a 2-0 match in Egg's favor. We are on game point. I knew it, man. I knew Egg's ZvZ could not be beaten.
Oh my god, Eggs is up 2-0 in this best of 5, and the ZergLord, the same thing happened 2 games in a row. Like, he keeps droning up. Stop.
Yeah, stop. Just stop. Just scout better. Go with the ling or something.
Yeah, like, he was being very, like, defensive. Like all his lings were at home, just trying to make sure that he could get away with his economy, and because of that, he just didn't know how all-in Eggs was being. Like, Eggs had less than 30 workers, and the ZergLord had, like, 53, 54, something like that. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. Eggs is just such a good player. He reads his opponent so well.
Yeah.
And he goes straight. He's been very aggressive. He's never been the one to sit back and drone up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to see the ZergLord try and like play his opponent more than play the matchup here.
Yeah, definitely. Like, he needs to adapt his playstyle. He needs to realize how, like, he needs to respect how aggressive his opponent is being, and he needs to switch things up. He can't keep playing the same.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're on match point.
Yeah, indeed we are, and this could be the final game.
Indeed, this could be the final game of the evening. The cast. Jim Rising is just now getting into his game.
Yeah,
I don't know what number they're on.
I imagine they're probably just starting.
Yeah, game number 1.
Yeah, and of course, the Romsley is casting that in Spanish. If you want to tune into Jim Rising versus Bairrada, here, unfortunately, we don't have a Spanish cast. It's us and Cosmos in Brazilian.
Yeah. Maybe we'll jump into the last game, Jim Rising. If we have time. But the main event is this right here. It's all on the line. This is qualifier number 2. One of these players is going to qualify for the tournament and possibly change their life forever, have something to add to their Liquipedia, all that good stuff. Spawning here in the top right-hand corner, it's a Colombian player, and he is playing for Cosmos Esports. It is Eggs.
And his opponent going for a 14 pool. We have the Brazilian Zerg player representing Team The Bad. It is the ZergLord. And this is interesting, to say the least. So we are on Everdream, and Everdream has a short rush distance, so I expected some aggression. And in the past, both these players, they've been going for hatch gas pool, right? Like pretty economic openers. Yeah. This time we have the ZergLord being really aggressive and Eggs being really safe. He went for a pool first, a 17 pool.
With everything on the line, the ZergLord is going for it here. I think he's playing his opponent. I think you realize in the ZvZ, Eggs is just too strong, and he's got to do something cheeky here. No gas with this. It's just going to be straight Ling Flood, try and get rid of that natural, try and slow down Eggs.
Yeah, and Eggs,
and it's going to be spotted right now.
Yeah,
he's not even going to go around to avoid.
Yeah, and the problem is that Eggs went for a pool first, so he already has lings of his own here for defense. He's getting a spine as well. He's taking this very seriously, and
I think this is how the ZergLord goes. Eggs able to get that gas. Oh my god.
Wow.
And Eggs is holding beautifully right now. It's not enough to do damage to anything.
Yeah.
Is he just going to DT out right here? No way. He's got to try and transition because his life is on the line, but that was just not the way you want to end your tournament here.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really bad for the ZergLord right now.
Oh my god, he was basically hard countered. He went for this opener that's meant to deny the natural. Even the spine was cancelled, and now eGGz, he's ahead when it comes to gas. He's gonna have Ling speed so much faster. Meanwhile, still no gas at all for the ZergLord. He's gonna be struggling. I feel like he needs to throw down a spine. He's focusing on queens for defense, which will be nice, but yeah, for now, eGGz, he has map control.
If he can get two queens on the wall, he should be good. Actually, he has a Zergling wall.
Yeah, like defensively I think he's good. He's just behind in terms of tech, and we'll see if eGGz can do anything with it.
He's behind in worker and tech here, and I can only imagine the heart drop that was felt by the ZergLord when he went across the map only to find an even amount of Lings there. He's gonna wall off or go for the third base. I don't know.
I feel like he needs to wall off. There we go. Okay. So if you're the ZergLord and after that opener, you have to skip Ling speed. Like there's no way about it.
There's no point.
Yeah.
And if you're eGGz, I think you kind of know if you go for a Bane bust here, you're pretty much in a good position.
Yeah, we'll see if this is what he decides to go for, as he is getting a third base as well. I feel like the ZergLord, we may be even seeing Nidus or something, like a 2-base Roach, some kind of Roach aggression. I
feel like it's too late. We would have seen a layer on the way.
Yeah, there's no layer either. Well, a lot of that is because there's no gas, right? Like he's only just now saturating his gases.
I feel like it's too late for that. He's going to have to go he might get a layer, but just go right across the map with a whole bunch of roaches.
Yeah, that's
and so we do have eGGz going for the Baneling bust. So now this is what it's down for. I don't know if he's going to go for it, but he has enough Lings for defense. Possible bust. Denial the third. There's the layer. We'll see if the Lings are able to break the wall. eGGz wins. If the ZergLord is able to defend here.
Oh no! So
counterattack will be massive. He's going to completely wall off because he sees the Lings coming.
Yeah, he knows. And there are roaches on the way, but there are none yet for the ZergLord. He just has queens and Lings, and oh my god,
not enough.
It's not enough.
I think the correct response there was to leave your queens in the wall and try and just SimCity behind the queen.
Yeah, and the queen
will buy time, and then the wall can get some time. And oh my god, the Lings flood in, a couple roaches are out, all the queens go down, the drones are being pulled. Not like this. Unfortunately, the ZergLord his life is on the line here. This is match point, and it's looking like the champion of the evening and the man to qualify here will be eGGz, unless the ZergLord can pull off something ridiculously crazy that we've never seen before.
Yeah, the roaches are getting surrounded. Oh, nice focus fire on the Banelings. One gets through. If he focuses the drones, he's gonna get so many kills.
And ZergLord just fighting with everything he can here. His entire tournament life is on the line.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like he's gonna make it. He'll have to come back in 2 days for a very, very tough bracket. And right here, we just see the slow bleed out now to the very final game of the evening.
Yeah, like the ZergLord is trying to hold on, and to be fair, behind this, like eGGz is droning up, but oh my god, the Roach Warren as well.
And with that now, eGGz is just so in the lead. He's got a third base. He's droning at more. He's getting his own roaches. Actually, no roaches yet. He's getting, He's getting the Roach Warren, no roaches yet. He's got +1 on the way as well. And there's really nothing that the ZergLord can go across the map here with.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, he's canceling the Roach Warren again.
Oh my god. Literally the only thing that the ZergLord has going for him is that he has Lair. Like that's it. And eGGz doesn't, but like what are you gonna do with that? Oh my god, there's just so much Ling Bane here.
He can kill that queen just with the Bane. He can probably kill all these roaches with the Bane. And I think as soon as these Banes explode, oh my god, the one Bane going in the main base. Oh, they're all going into the drone line. They're going to start taking out the drones. And 7 workers go down. Lings come in. The queen is gone. And we're going to get that GG any moment here from the ZergLord.
Yeah.
Good on you. What a display. But eGGz, man. eGGz just really is one of the best coming out of Latin America. The only Colombian who could do it. And he just put on such a good show. Congratulations to all the players who played. And most importantly, congratulations to eGGz, you beast. We expected it. We needed it. We love you. GG, congrats is called by the ZergLord. Congratulations, eGGz. You are the qualifier here for the DreamHack Masters Open Latin America 2020. Qualifier number 2 for ESL, man. Congrats, eGGz. Hopefully you can really a great sigh of relief. I hope you're doing a dance at home or something of the sort. But man, what a well fought battle. To come out of that lower bracket, all the odds were against you. That was all the tough opponents there, defeating everyone. No one deserves it, I think, in my opinion, more than eGGz.
Yeah, definitely. Like eGGz, he just went through such an insane brackets. You know, going through Pocket Mike to start things off, then Dastan later, and Dastan was on fire as well. Oh my god.
Should we get in?
Oh yeah, let's go for it.
All right. So yeah, dude, that was, man, nothing can top that. This, honestly, what we're about to give you is the dessert. Like what we just saw to me was a main event, the most craziest game I'll ever see. Like that was it right there. That was great. And now we are going to, that should have been the final, but we got lucky enough to catch this game right before it started. Game numero dos here from Jim Rising and Barrada. And we'll see how this turns out. I don't know. I have not seen Barrada play at all.